Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another book review. I know this is kind of silly, but I recently got into a animated series called Star Darlings, and I saw the preview for it and I was intrigued. I thought, what is this all about? It looks very ethereal and sci-fi, and I'm really into sci-fi, and little did I know this was going to be right up my alley. But of course, it's really just a gorgeous book, and the way it's illustrated is just stellar, if you will excuse the pun. This one's called A Wisher's Guide to Starland, and personally I think this one should be read before the other chapter books are read, because this is more of a reference book for those who want to know about the Wishlings, or the Star Darlings. We're known as the Wishlings, and of course on the cover you've got Vega, Sage, and Scarlet, and I took a personality test. I came out to be Sage, which I thought was really, really neat. Then you've got all the Star Darlings. They're so pretty. I mean, I love this. This artwork is just absolutely resplendent. And there's Sage again. Wish upon your star. And it talks about we're Wish World. And it introduces all the Star Darlings from Sage all the way to Astra. I think Astra was the last one. No, she isn't actually. Oh, sorry. It's just such a slick book. And Gemma is the last one that they talk about. And then, of course, it talks about the band. I love the band. Leona and Scarlet and Vega and Sage and Libby. Libby she's interesting. She's into pink and boys that are quote-unquote zoomy, and that's their word for handsome or hot, attractive. It could mean anything. Talks about wish energy, and there are some things that really come across as metaphysical in here, which I really enjoy. And as for a children's book, I thought, we're going there? Really? Fantastic. I love it. And it talks about positive wish energy and negative wish energy, and the wish blossoms when a wish is actually granted. They receive pendants and wish blossoms, and it talks about the seasons and Starland, where these characters live. Of course, they have summer, spring, fall, and winter like we do. Lumiere is new beginnings is spring, of course. Lumiere is summer. Time of letting go is fall, and the time of shadow is winter. And then it talks about the flora and the fauna. I like the cosmic creatures. Cassie has a gopher. She's not supposed to have a gopher because they're not really allowed in the dormitories to have pets, but somehow Cassie seems to get by with that. I really enjoyed all the characters, to be honest. They're all very interesting. They all have their own distinct personalities, and they're all unique in and of themselves, which is what makes the series very intriguing. And there's the campus. Now, I honestly can say I wouldn't mind being a Star Darling. And they're the girls' different rooms, and they can decorate them any way they choose. Vega's room looks really, really neat. I like the treble clef in her room. Of course, my favorite color is blue, but Scarlet, and she has drums. Of course, Leona has a microphone. I don't see the microphone anywhere. Clover's a DJ. Tessa. Adora, and they all reflect the colors of that the girls enjoy, and the different professors that these young girls have, and where they eat lunch and socialize. I like the faculty. Lady Stella, she reminds me of Celestia. I think that's where they got their inspiration, because look at her. I mean, doesn't she remind you of Celestia? I think so. There's Cordial. I haven't seen Cordial. These other characters really haven't been introduced yet. Glaxworth hasn't. I'm interested to see what he would be like. Same thing with Bright and Ray. Cecilia and Dumar. Rupert Dag. No, we haven't been introduced to Dag yet. Ursa we have. Ursa, it's interesting what they say about her. Of course, if you if you know your Latin, it's Latin for bear, which definitely makes sense for her character and her attributes. She's very bear-like. She teaches Wishers 101. She doesn't really care for the Wishlings. We are the Wishlings. She finds us gross, wasteful, and loud. And of course, all the darlings, they're really concerned at first, saying, all this negative energy is coming from this particular person, and we should be on the lookout for her. But Ursa, I think she has her heart in the right place. And she's not all bad, although sometimes she comes across as such. There's Delphinus and Weeks. Vivica. Yeah, Vivica, I could say, honestly, she reminds me of all the popular girls in school that I used to loathe. She's just, you know, that Valley Girl, bubble-headed, empty, vapid creature that you just love to hate. And of course, the darlings, by using their abilities, they give her what for, which I love to see. But you know, they don't use violence. It's funny how they just tweak the laws of physics a little bit and mess with her. It's so funny. And of course, there's a Bot, and he is in all the episodes. He acts as a narrator. And there's some other characters. We've seen him. I don't know his name. That's the one that Libby has a thing for. She's got a fancy for him. Oh, he's so zoomy. Yeah, it's so funny. And it talks about what Wishlings wish on, and sometimes they get to come to Earth. And oh, this is the wish mission. The wish mission. That's not easy to say. Wish mission. And this is actually my favorite part. And I'm gonna go ahead and read it. The first wishes ever granted were fulfilled by starlings, who never left Starland. Starlings learned that once a wish orb began to sparkle, they could actually go into it. Inside was the world of the wisher. You see, this goes into really deep physics here. Theoretical, particle, and meta. Like an interactive holodome. From there, the starling could use her talents to grant the wish long distance. That is so awesome. Over time, starlings figured out that they could collect far more positive wish energy by granting the wish in person instead of using the orb. It's done that way practically all the time now, but orbs are still used occasionally. Students at Starling Academy use practice wish orbs, devices made to function like real wish orbs, to learn how to grant wishes. It's a good teaching tool. Only those who earn a degree in wish granting will be able to go on to do in-person wish missions after graduation, with the exception of the 12-star darlings, of course. In Wish World, starlings have to blend in to be effective. The cloaking function of their wish pendants has the power to totally change their appearance, right down to the clothes they wear. See, this is all very informative, I think, and all the different wish pendants that the characters have in the glossary. And I like the fact that they included this really beautiful poster here with all the characters. It's just absolutely stunning. I mean, look at it. It's just marvelous. And then, of course, on the other side, of course, it's lopsided, but it says, "Wish upon your star." And I like the fact that they accentuate the positive and minimalize the negative. But this is for anybody who enjoys Star Darlings, and it actually gives a lot more background to the characters, and the show will now make more sense to me. Well, until next time, everybody, live long, prosper. Ciao, tutti.